in the half, down by 5 points. It could have been much worse. It could have been much better as well. What I will say is that I like seeing from the Bulls so far is that they're playing with a lot of aggression. That's the key thing to me, is that this Bulls team is playing aggressively. Zach LaVine, while not shooting the ball extremely well, has been very aggressive as well. He's 3 for 10 from the field with 10 points. 3 for 4 from free throw line. DeMar with 11 points. This team is playing aggressively. Kobe White's doing this thing also with 8 points. They're being active on the boards. They're still getting out rebounded by 7. Hopefully they can close that gap a little bit. The Bulls with 6 turnovers in that game to the Utah Jazz's 9 turnovers. Overall, like I said, the Bulls could have been down by more. They were at one point. They actually got that lead down. I thought they were going to go down maybe by like 2 or 3 points coming into the halftime. But with that being said, 5-point lead, nothing terrible. The Bulls, you can easily see the Bulls need to do some things better. I like that they're pushing the pace, trying to keep from Gobert being down there in the middle, blocking shots and things like that. They're doing all right. They're doing all right. I like what I see so far. I want to see some things tighten up. I want to see better shots. Vooch 0 for 3 from the three-point range. Want to see that get better. Bulls shooting only 40% so far in this game to the Utah Jazz's 44% overall. So we'll see what the second half has left in store for us. 13 assists so far from the Bulls as well. They're moving the ball. Like I said, it's some things that I like, but some things that are concerning. The Bulls came out with a lot more energy than I was expecting. They're keeping it up. Alex Caruso is bringing the energy as well. I like what Kobe's doing off the bench also. But let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. That's all we can do right now is continue to see how this team's going to play and hope that they do enough to bring it together in the second half. But we'll see. We'll see. Kobe needs to come back in the game. I agree with that. Kobe is playing his ass off right now. Blah says better effort than the Kings game. Clean some things up. They can win this one. I agree with you. I agree with you. They definitely can. They can win this game, right? They definitely can win this game. Not gonna lie, I like Vooch, but when it comes to challenging centers, he backs down and shoots threes. He has great footwork to get into play. Well, I think this game, right? I'm not excusing it. I'm not even excusing it in this game, but I think they're trying to force Gobert to guard Vooch out to the three. And I think that's what they were. I think they were hoping Vooch was going to shoot better from three this game because then it would draw Gobert out. It's a smart strategy if Vooch's shots were falling. If Vooch hit 2 out of those three-pointers that he took, I even think if he hit 1 out of them, this game would look a lot differently. But with Vooch's three-pointer just being off this whole season, it definitely has not been a tool for the Bulls that they can bet on very often. Isaac M says, get them likes up, y'all. He gives us the halftime breakdown. Hey, yeah, listen to Isaac. Get them damn likes up. But no, I try not to pester y'all about likes. It kind of is what it is there. But I'm again liking what we're seeing from the Bulls. It could be it. Listen, it got ugly there for a second. Gonna go. Harris says, I love that LaVine is hella aggressive. Yes, especially in that first couple of minutes of the first quarter, like LaVine just seemed like he was all over the place, and that was good. I want to see this team get a little bit more turnovers as well. I think they are winning the turnover battle, but a little bit more to get those transition buckets and to rebound the ball better. If the Bulls can start winning the rebounding battle on the defensive end, the way that they're trying to get down to the other side really quickly and take advantage of fast break points could be huge in this game. Avoiding Rudy Gobert being able to set up and the Utah Jazz being able to run their set defenses is going to be really key for real. Thoughts on DeMar's shot selection? Oh, man. DeMar's taking the shots that DeMar usually takes. He hit that 3, but he's 4 for 9. So, he's getting results. I will say this, though. It seems like he's, again, forcing it to the degree of, he's going to his usual spots and shooting, and the Utah Jazz are ready for it. But to DeMar's credit, he's doing better than not at it. But I will say this, DeMar does have the lowest plus minus of anybody in the game so far. He has a plus minus of -15. So I know plus minus isn't everything, but it's a little bit concerning. Corey says during the NBC Sports halftime show right now, Bulls are down 5, but they are battling. When is battling not good going to be enough and demand execution? Well, I think you're nitpicking words there, brother. I think you're nitpicking words. Because I think that they're executing their game plan. Their shots, they're shooting 40%, but I think that the game plan, I like the game plan that they're coming up with. Get turnovers, run down on defensive rebounding. If you get those clean rebounds, running to keep them from setting up their defense. I like the execution of the game plan. Their shots just is not falling right now, and that's the issue. Dad, yeah, but got to get those uncontested layups to fall. Yes, he is missing shots that he usually makes. Tay Hollins, what up, Haize? What's going on, Tay? JJ Ortiz, DeMar doesn't look like himself. To be honest, on Locked On Bulls, and this isn't the plug, our whole episode today was built around is the amount of minutes that DeMar DeRozan has played so far this season catching up with him. When you look at a player that's this late into their career, playing 37, 38 minutes a game, it may just be catching up with him. It really may. And hopefully they get him some rest before the playoffs. Hate when Levine complains about fouls and doesn't get back on defense or looks lost on defense because his mind is on the no call. Other than that, love the aggressiveness. Yeah, that's one thing. Zach definitely is an emotional player, and he lets the ref get in his head. MC Season says this halftime show is one of the worst halftime shows. First of all, it's in Utah. Secondly, that's why you should be here instead of watching that whack-ass halftime show. Now, Marvin, listen, I'm Marvin. First of all, you always being motivative and stuff. Spell my name right, Marvin. Spell my name right, brother. Come on, man. Spell my name right, bro. That's all I'm asking. Spell my name right. Brooklyn just lost on the last second shot against Dallas. They want to run up the score on Orlando last night. Never fails. Well, the running up the score is null and void. But yeah, Brooklyn losing that game is crazy. But hey, anybody can beat anybody in the NBA. You think Mike Conley's definitely giving us some work. I didn't even look to see like what his stat line is, but it just feels like Mike Conley's killing us. So 14 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. He has a plus minus of +9. He has the highest plus minus on the whole team. So yeah, Mike Conley's killing us right now. Clarkson also with 15 points. They are the only Jazz players in double digits. So if we can slow down one of them and not let another role player go off, that changes some things. Donovan Mitchell is having the game that me and Pat thought he was going to have. 3 for 7 in this game, only 8 points. So watch out for that in the second half, see what they do. But, yeah. Shay says, I just got in from my family reunion, so I'm just not seeing the game. Who's been shutting down Donovan Mitchell? Kind of team defense. I wouldn't say that it's been one person, but, and A, shout out to your family again. Shay, you already know, brother. Zach's getting hacked. Yeah. I agree with you there. I low-key need Donovan to go for 20 for my parlay. That's funny. We need to lock in defensively, man. If not now, then when? I mean, yeah, the execution on defense definitely needs to be there a little bit better. I love Io, but I feel like he's getting cooked these past games. He's a rookie, so I can't blame the kid. Cooked? I get what you're saying. I'll be happy if the Bulls win and DeMar stays under 28 points, bro. I got to make some money. Wow, bro. Hey, this is why I don't get into betting. I just get to enjoy the game. I do not get into betting at all. One of my friends, JB, he is heavily into that. I don't get into it because it is what it is. Joker, DeMar and Levine are constantly running into 2 defenders because they don't respect Vooch's shot. Vooch needs to get those buckets out in the paint. I wouldn't say it's because they don't respect Vooch's shot. I think it's because they know at least the Bulls are a heavy isolation team, especially Zach LaVine's vision isn't the best. But, we'll see. Don't forget, y'all, let me know when the game is back on. CP asks, do you expect Patrick Williams to play Monday against the Raptors? It remains to be seen. We'll see. It really just depends on how they look at him. Billy Donovan even said that he may spend some time in the Windy City Bulls as well. So we'll see what happens with Patrick Williams. I'll say this is that they're in no rush to bring him back. I said that I hope that he comes back with at least 10 games left. That would mean he missed, outside of this game, he missed 3 more games after this one, and that is probably more realistic than him coming back Monday. Now, they could very well, he competes in a couple contact practices. They look at him and say, hey, kid's ready to go. So it's really too early. He hasn't had his first full contact practice yet. I really do think once he has his first full contact practice, we'll get a lot of comments from a lot of people, and we'll be able to better gauge what his return date's going to look like. I'm not sure I'd say Io's getting cooked. The league just has more tape on him. He just needs time to. Well, yeah, that's what I was leaning towards too. Is that cooked is a very strong word. Like he's doing some things out there, but he's been pulling in some really difficult assignments too. I wouldn't say he's necessarily getting cooked, but it is what it is. DeMar hasn't been shooting that well lately, but the minutes he's playing is very concerning. Hopefully when Zone Pat come back, then Debo can get some rest. Yeah, because it's probably going to be needed. DeMar DeRozan, this counts for everything. During the last Bulls winning streak, DeMar DeRozan was not the 2 games, but the one before that. DeMar DeRozan was averaging 1.9 points per shot. That means every time he shot the ball, he was getting 1.9 points off that shot. That's very high efficiency. Lately, DeMar DeRozan is averaging like 0.6, between 0.6 and 0.8 points per shot. That's a drastic difference. Literally, if you look at the margin that the Bulls have been losing by, DeMar DeRozan slowing down, not blaming it on him, but if he was playing at the same output, we win most of those games. So because of that, it's DeMar's definitely slowing down. That is not up for debate. That is not hyperbole. It's not any of that. DeMar DeRozan is slowing down. We are seeing it. And the Bulls are in a very tough stretch. So I think it's going to be important that the Bulls get him some more rest leading into the playoffs. It's going to be extremely, extremely important. So we'll see. I wish Io would be more confident in the shot and take those open floaters he has instead of whip passing over his head to Vooch or someone at 3. That is definitely a part about Io's game that I agree with. And I think he was a little bit more comfortable coming off the bench. Now, again, coming off the bench, you're not playing always against the best players. And I think once he's able to move back to the bench, we get what Io's learned as a starter is going to be hugely important for the Bulls in the playoffs. But you do see the lack of confidence in his shot, especially when it's a tight game, especially when we're in the middle of giving up a run. Io will, and he hesitates, right? It'll be different if he made quick passes. He hesitates. It's like, okay, should I shoot it? Nope, never mind. I'm not going to shoot it. And then he works himself into a different pass. He gets the offense in worse positions by doing that. Now, again, that is not to blame everything on him. That's just to identify some of the things that are happening. All right, game's coming back on, y'all. I will see you guys after the game. Let's hope for a better second half from our Bulls. Go Bulls. Love you guys. Peace, y'all.